Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Edge of Eternities has been a little bit of a disappointment for me. I'm not saying it's all bad, but to be honest, I thought it was going to be a little bit more. I thought it was going to get me a little bit more hyped. There were going to be some more cards to get really excited about. And for me, it's just been a bit of a miss. I think I'm quite unique in that stance because I know there's a lot of actual people that are super excited for Edge of Eternities. And like the space kind of theme has been really well received and all that stuff. So yeah, and I'm not saying I'm kind of not liking this because it's magic in space. I mean, maybe it could be a bit of that, but I don't know what it is exactly. I know there's some things that I thought may have been present in the set that have not been, and yeah, I'm just a bit disappointed. And with that said, Spider-Man is coming up, and to be honest, I'm probably going to skip that as well. I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. I love a bit of Marvel. I'm more for the movies than the comics, and Spider-Man is probably my least favorite niche within Marvel, or one of them anyway. Just not a Spider-Man fan. So yeah, I probably will be skipping that, and then I am 100% skipping Avatar. So with all this said, I have noticed that I'm going to be taking quite a big break. Not a break from the game, absolutely not. So don't panic, still going to be making videos, still going to be here. And to be honest, I'm actually really looking forward to this break. Now, I know it can suck to see the lineup of Magic sets coming out and nothing really tickling your pickle, but personally, I think this can be a really good thing. The truth is, we are so spoiled as Magic players with so many cool sets, new cards, all this fun stuff that it can actually be really overwhelming, especially at the rate that Wizards produce product, right? So today I just want to talk about, the positive side of there being this much product, and that being able to skip some sets can actually be a really positive thing for your hobby. Now, I want to say this right now. This video is for Commander players. I know this does not apply to people that play standard and stuff because they need to keep up with the current meta, so you have no choice but to be buying the new cards and stuff. But that's not what we're talking about today. We are talking about Commander. This is a Commander channel, so I'm talking to you Commander players out there. So when I'm looking at it now, I've got about 5 months really of no new Magic stuff really in terms of mainline sets that I'm that excited for. Obviously, there's going to be secret layers and all this extra stuff, but as a rule, there's really not too much for me to get excited about. So what does that mean? What am I going to be doing for 5 months until Lorwyn Eclipse come out? That is the next set that I'm super excited for, but we're not going to be going there until January. Thanks, Avatar. So let's talk about some positives about skipping sets. First things first. If you're anything like me, your decks need a little bit of love, okay? There's always something to be doing. There's always something to be upgrading, whether it's mechanical, to actually make your decks better, or even just to bling them out a little bit, Like new sets come out, they bring some fancy arts, and you go, oh, I would love this art treatment, but when you're building the deck, you tend to maybe go for the lower rarity option because, building a new deck is quite, it's a lot on the wallet, okay? So we tend to maybe go for the low rarities and we go, oh yeah, we can always get the nice one later, right? But later never comes around because there's always that next thing. Oh, we need to, this new thing, this new thing, this new thing, this new card. So it's easy to forget, right? But, take a look at your decks. Have you kitted them all out with basic lands that fit the theme of your deck? Are they all full arts? Are they the foils? Are they, this is just one example, right? I know my decks, they're all over the place. So I would like to just go back and, for example, with Igra, replace all the lands with full art Blumbro lands, get them in the season that I want. It's just these little things that you can go back and do, which could easily be overlooked. Maybe you have a commander that you absolutely love, but you have the basic art treatment for it. Get the nice one. Treat yourself. You're saving some money by skipping these sets, so why not show the decks that you love to play a little bit of extra love? Now, from a mechanical standpoint, if you're like me, your decks need to be upgraded, okay? For me, I've only got one deck that I'm actually really happy with, which is my pirate deck. Not saying I don't want to make any more edits, but I don't feel the need to make the edits. When I play with the deck is doing its thing, it's working, and I'm still maybe I could take the deck down this route or this route. But as a rule, the deck plays and I enjoy it very much. Whereas my other decks, my Wild Seer, my Igra deck, and my new Shiko Narset Target Dragonstorm Precon, those decks, they still feel like something's missing when I'm playing them. I'm not 100% happy with them. So, and I have just upgraded some of those and started to change things, and we're going towards the right direction, but I want to do more. And this break allows me to do that, right? Because let's say the next 3 sets, like Edge of Eternities and then Avatar and Spider-Man, were all something that I was super excited about, right? What's the chances that I'm going to keep having to budget to do that and then still able to buy that? Or if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you've blown all your money on Final Fantasy, you know, you need some time to recuperate your savings to spend some money on these decks that you've built maybe 3-6 months ago that still needs some love, or the pre-con that you bought a few months ago that you've not touched. Show the deck some love. Maybe you freed up some budget to spend some money on some fancier accessories. Maybe you want to pick up one of the Prof's new deck boxes. Not new, but the Gamegenic deck box that he designed. It's quite expensive, right? But maybe you've got some room in the budget now. Maybe you want to just upgrade, get some of the cool Ultimate Gar ones that maybe you couldn't quite justify spending on, but now you can. Maybe you want to get yourself some nice new sleeves, some dice, maybe some cool tokens from Etsy. We don't have to just stop investing in Magic for the next few months if you don't like the set, is what I'm saying. There's plenty of cool stuff, especially if you're a new player. Here's an exciting thing. Let's say you don't have, your decks are fine, you don't want to get any more stuff, right? If you're a new player, do you know how many cards and sets that have been around that you've missed that are awesome? Like, go and have a look. Go and have a look at some, you know, if you like Japanese culture, go and have a look at Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, or just Kamigawa in general. Like, all those sets, there's probably some amazing cards there that you would actually love, right? Innistrad, if you like gothic horror, go back, build a vampire deck, build a werewolf deck, you know, go back and look at these sets, look through Magic's history. I'm almost certain there is something there that you could, you know, whether a deck you can build or maybe add some cards to your deck. The possibilities are endless. And with that said, let's talk about deck building, because for me, I've got so many new decks that I want to build, right? It's just, it gets crazy sometimes. I've bought Secret Lairs, so I bought the Iron Man Secret Lair a while ago when they came out. I still have not bought a deck for it, right? I've built the deck on Archidect. I made a video for it, which was like my budget, how to build a commander deck video. But the reality is, I haven't got around to buying those cards, and some time has passed now, and I'd probably want to add different cards to it and change it. So I would love to do that. Bloomburrow, right? We skipped Bloomburrow so quickly. I bought a pre-con, I built the Igra deck, but I want more. I love that set. I didn't build around any of the creature types. I want to build a rat deck, guys. I really want to build a rat deck. So I've been looking at like Vren the Relentless, and building a deck around him would be super cool. Lord of the Rings. I started with, because I loved the Lord of the Rings cards, right? I bought the pre-con, the Mordor one, and I hated it. I did not like it. And because of that, I don't really play with any Lord of the Rings cards that much. So I would love to go back and actually build a Lord of the Rings deck that I love. So go back, have a look, use this time. If you're like me and you're not looking forward to these sets, don't worry. Don't be like, oh, this year's going to suck for Magic, blah, blah, blah. It's a good thing. You've been given some time, some breathing space. Let's tick some of those boxes that we wanted to get ticked, hit some of those Magic goals, build those decks that you wanted to build, get those upgrades that you wanted, get those fancy art treatments that you were drooling over that you couldn't afford at the time. So guys, now I want to hear from you. Are you excited for these upcoming sets, or are you like me and you are going to be taking a break? If you are looking forward to these sets, what are you looking forward to the most? What do you want to build? Let's get a little conversation in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this kind of like discussion video, then go check this video out here. I think you might like it.